So, hello and welcome back to another episode of US4. We're of course playing with the third Odyssey mod, not Anvender Fantasy. And we're currently just playing as Spartacon, taking over some places. Mainly being blocked not by the enemy strength, but by the enemy fort placement. Yeah, my manpower is melting away every time we even also look at the siege. Which is quite entertaining, but with the amount of stuff that we are conquering here, I think we're alright. Also, this fort is still fantastic that I've placed here. Or, well, not deleted, let's rate it like that. We're gonna lose another... come on, there we go. Kill these guys. Don't kill these guys. Oh, I need to wait for both of you to die? Okay. Then let me just quickly do this. We're gonna quickly go over, kill these guys. Come back. The problem is I do want to eat these guys up completely. There's gonna be a lot of war exhaustion, but I am also very willing to just pay that down. If we are taking too long. Because if these guys are gone, they're gone. They're not gonna be doing anything, so... Sometimes we see conflicts on the international stage mirrored within our own borders. Today we received news that our war with Mayan nations has brought a religious conflict in the Campeche, where the Mayan religion and Orthodox faith has existed side by side. People used to be neighbors and friends are attacking each other over what they perceive as the difference between us and our adversaries. I'm not losing 4,000 manpower. Are you insane? Let's see if we... no status quo, come on. Break the walls. Fantastic, I'm so good at this game. We're probably gonna sit around for a while, not doing anything, while our manpower recovers after these fights. I'll just do this, why not? Gonna cost me a bit of money, most of our money is made from conquering anyway. We're once again losing a lot of money, I guess it's because of forts? Oh yeah, right, we've gotten a lot of forts. Oh! Or we just pull manpower out of our ass. We could make more if we just take the war exhaustion, but I think we're gonna take that. Let's remove this fort. You have done your job, basically. Trade we can't really do anything with, so we can ignore it for now. This fort over here still has a function, so we're gonna leave it at that. You have something to do. Temples, I mean, probably is the best choice, right? Religious culture. Nope. Quickly kill these guys, take this place, and finish up this war. Was quite a second to get this done. This should, yeah, mainly be only around here, so who cares? Let's wait a day. Next guys. Boop boop. Give me your money. Yeah, nobody else cares about it. Let's wait a few days. And the last war. Or the last nation. Here we go. Well, that was easy enough. Now we need manpower back. And I guess also admin. Let's see what we have done here. South, secure the southern coast. Our interpreters tell us that the natives know of two coastlines, one that we arrived from and one on the far side of this land. Let us acquire a port and on the other side. We gain one base production in Guatemala, lovely. The northern portion of the Mayan Peninsula are the closest geographically to the near Constantinopolis. While this land is rich in gold and cocoa, the sad fact is that the gold makes a poor construction material. Trade with Romania will be vital in the early days, and a port in the north will assist us in doing so. This gives us manpower and a cap and such. Enter the jungle. The largely tribal Mayan Peninsula has the most difficult terrain the Spartan army has encountered thus far. It will take major tactical reform to battle in this land, but we must persevere if we wish to survive in this new land. This one gives us the inspiring victory, which gives us manpower recovery speed. Oh. Gem exports. In Otomi lands there's a mine that produces blood red opals, and in the Mayan territories jade is dug from the earth. Securing these mines will diversify our exports and help prevent rampant inflation. We get goods produced, we get diplomatic power, and we get trade income. Sure, we'll take all of that. Let's remove one of these forts. Actually, I'm gonna keep this fort. I'm gonna remove this fort. You have Sabotek as a friend. Lovely. And Sabotek has the Aztec and Shorty as a friend. No, I'm gonna then actually attack you. For now, we're gonna wait here to actually first of all get rid of this. Oh, and this goes down even further. Okay. We now control almost all of the land that was once part of the Aztec and Mayan empires, and other than the lead members of our society or historians, most of our subjects barely remember the story of our arrival to this land as it actually happened. This was just... Wait. Do you expect me to do this slower? Interesting. Okay. We can go for 20k armies here, so... I think we clearly are gonna put in the artillery pieces now. There's no question. We're gonna continue on this as well. This is quite useful. Spartan Legacy. The legacy of the 300 Spartans, that is not correct, who defend the pass at Thermopylae is still alive and well thanks to us. And our warriors take this to heart when defending our cities against the locals who vastly outnumber us. Morale of armies and fort defense. The whole shenanigan about Spartans and like Greek warfare is for me like just funny in its space, because they really weren't that impressive at all, even at a given time. Anyway, we have conquered many of the local people, and their influence can now be seen in almost all levels of our society. At the top of our social order are the Apokonoi, or the descendants of the original Spartan warriors, the elite of the elite. They are very few in the number, but are powerful statesmen and generals regardless. The native nobles that reside in and around the capital make up the largest portion of our noble class, and now call themselves Pipiltin, occupying some of the top positions in the military, priesthood, and government. Just below nobles of our society are the Pochteka, or merchants, who generally live along the coast and go on naval expeditions to trade with other nations. Because of this, they are also used as spies. At the bottom of our society are the Tlakotin, slaves, who are usually taken in war. They are not sacrificed as the natives are known to do, but are used as servants and laborers. The children of slavers are released and join the rest of the population as Makehualtin, the peasant class of our society. I mean, I would have liked a little bit more focus of slavery, because that is what we do, but whatever. Or that is what Sparta has done. So we get the Spartan kingdom, which is no longer penalized with the colonial stuff. We get an unrest reduction, years of separatism, monarch military skill, reform progress, we get new missions, we get a new primary culture and accepted cultures, and we get free states, and we get a changing nation. Once things were simple, we were invaders, driving our enemies before us and hearing the limitations of the women, and we had very little need of any institutions beyond our ensemble army. Now, however, this has changed. Some of our soldiers and generals are settling down, and the cracks in the old system are starting to show. It has become evident that soon we will need to enact serious reforms in our society or face the consequences. Our government reforms are replaced by 3 sets of three reforms each. Each of those sets has another reform group attached to it, which consists of 4 reforms and advances each time a reform in that set is passed. Passing all reforms unlocks crushed nobility reform that will finalize our transition into a stable and sustainable government. Being in an offensive war during the reform is inadvisable, as the following models will apply. Okay, so we need to reform without war. This is fantastic, because I did say I wanted to get this stuff done. Alright. Estates exist, and they already have some stuff. The Pilpitin have the land rights and supremacy over the crown, and the Uproar have land rights and supremacy over the crown as well. Okay. We have 30 here. We get a bunch of new missions. Over here, for example. This is just colonial stuff. Don't really care about it at the moment. We are still kind of within conquest. We have reforms now. So we need to slowly push that upwards, I guess. All of a sudden we have like a shit ton of penalties. I hate this, actually. You know what? Let's not build these artillery pieces. Let's keep the money around. And I guess we reform heavily. This is going down by itself. I don't think you guys need to be loyal, right? So I would take away crown land. Military power and more cities. Money and has conquered everybody. Military power, okay. Jesus Christ. Okay, that is unique. That is all very unique. Okay, but basically what I mainly read here, we need to recover. Right, we are also no longer a thingy here. Let's see the switch. We still don't get anything here, I guess. Yeah, because of our economy is unreformed. So, we do still have rebels and everything that we need to deal with. Like I said, we want to remove this as soon as we can. Okay, there we go. All of you guys are now kind of within accepted culture, right? We don't need to care about that anymore too much. Greek is still accepted, but not that important. Okay. This fort over here is also useless. Let's get rid of that. I mean, there was some devastation left, but we don't care. We do have a lot of temples. The ruins of Chichen Itza. Near the town of Sotuta, our scouts have found the ruins of a great metropolis. Even in ruins ravaged by wars and time, one cannot ignore the beauty and splendor of its architecture. Of its statues and stone carvings depicting majestic reed birds. And most impressive of all, at the center of the city stands a majestic pyramid towering over all other structures with its splendor. With the help of its local population, some ingenuity and a grand vision, one can bring back glory to the city. We can rebuild it, which enables us to construct it, or... I mean, this one we can click. No problem. Alright, I did want to do this, hand out some stuff here. The oversight we can still do, I would say. We can also enforce the unity of faith, I would say. That seems important. Religious culture, we'll see. Development of temples, we definitely take. Okay. You guys, patronage of the arts. I want more prestige. Free enterprise. If we need money, we will take it from you. Or take the debt thingy, of course. I'm not sure if I should give you guys any more influence. I mean, we can push the other ones down. But this is all going up to a point where we can remove this, right? We want to remove all of a lot of this. Huh. I assume that we want to... Let's take a quick look here again. So this one, we have to wait for court, diplomatic or naval. For this one, we need to have 25 cities, which we don't have yet. We need 100 ducats and have defeated everybody. We need just points. Okay. Here we need economic reform. Here we need... Okay, what is this? We need to remove the land rights. The construction cost penalty has been reduced to at least 90%. Okay, we need to get 10% somewhere and for death and for that. Oh, okay. For this we just need to wait. For this we just need money and more gold. Need to do other things. The Council of Iconia, we just need to wait, basically. Mexico needs to be owned by us, and for this Leonidas needs to have passed. I feel like we're doing a lot of waiting here at the moment. I also would be willing to do this at least once. Why is my inflation going up, actually? I don't have gold. Oh, unregulated minting. I see. Romania. I would be pleased to get your money, your financial assistance. Of course, we still have a lot of stuff to core and everything, so we'll have to do that. Stating, we'll see when the war exhaustion is done, because I should have waited anyway for that. At the moment, we just need 50 government reform. We can still conquer, of course. That is still an option. But, let's not rush anything. We do also need admin at some point. I guess I probably should focus on admin. But now that I think about it. I guess this advisor we can also kick out. For now. Just so that we can get things done. Corrupt taxman. Let's spend this money on it, because points are now actually rare. Miracle of Life. Lovely. I guess that helps a lot. To get rid of this war exhaustion. I'll take it. We also slowly but surely get some money in. Yeah, we're now basically just waiting for... oh, we know this event. This is very simple. We're just waiting for government reform to come in. Are you kidding me? Okay, I guess we're gonna delay that, but that also allows us to do this. Move the land rights. This is gonna go up to 61 again. We are gonna continue with rebel stomping while we recover. So we need reforms. The people want reforms. I mean, our war exhaustion goes down so quickly. But they're rebels, We need to take care of those. You're also nearly there. You do give me a lot of manpower core speed, I have to admit. You are gonna pop up here. Sure. Itza? Yeah. Or Chichen Itza. That's what I meant. That's where we're gonna position you. But we are basically done here. Good. Core all of that. Make use of everything. Now that we have to reform our government completely and utterly. Ah, there we go. Someone died. Well, that's a shame. But the good thing is, we have this good guy. You are very young, so we're gonna have you around for quite a while. We do have a corruption gain, an unpleasant one, but this is mainly because of the overextension. So, state that everything is in. Lovely. That should do decent things to our money. Do we want to do a quick war? Ah, there we go. The natives turn more towards our cultures then, slowly but surely. I think we might do this real quick while we're waiting. I mean, we still need to wait for this government reform thingy anyway, so... Murder this. We could technically... Oh, we have a truce. I mean, I wanted to think about maybe getting artillery pieces. But we do also need a lot of... I mean, it's gonna save us our manpower. Whatever. You want me to build a church somewhere? Or a barracks in Laconia? To be honest, I think that is very reasonable. I do have... Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, we're saving that money. I do have penalties left and right. Let's wait for those first. We do have some Itza separatists, but they are not too problematic. We could even push them down if we wanted. So let's just wait for the truce to be over. 131? No. I'm not that desperate for an heir. Let's get rid of these land rights. So these things, they reduce the influence of the other people, which is actually quite useful to us. So I don't see a reason why I should remove that. We could sell titles. No. Do I want to give you something else? I mean, there is the military point thingy here. That reduces loyalty, but to a degree where we can still remove stuff from you, so... Let's do one of these at least. Then we're gonna start taking the ground land. Making more points. We do need it on this as well, on all of you guys. So we've probably done the other one, whatever. The truce is nearly over. We are gonna still focus on this. There's only a slight bit of corruption, which is not going down because of religious unity. We don't have a guy to do anything about that. I will start to slightly remove. There we go. This seems fair. 0.1. Oh, 0.1 I said. Are you kidding me? Go away. I don't want bad heirs. I'm not desperate for one. So, let's quickly eat you. Die. And we're back to 12,000, so it should be easy. Oh, these guys are part of it. That is slightly bad. I guess this is gonna be a waiting war again. Alright. I don't want to do anything here. You're also building a fort. Screw you. You're allied to the Aztecs. You are a vassal of someone else. These guys. These guys are allied to... These guys are tributary to someone else. What is this? You have a lot of vessels. Well, whatever. Let's siege this down. We probably also should build a navy at some point. Is that expensive? More expensive? It is more expensive, okay. The tech is probably also more expensive. Oh no, not because of the reforms. That's good. Oh no, unreformed economy. There it is. Okay. Oh, screw you. I mean, technically speaking, we can eat the penalty when things come around at the moment. Because we are not fighting these guys, we're just waiting them out. Sure. I kind of wanted to have this done as fast as possible. Feels like this should be done as fast as possible. Here, have some money. Okay, just one more tick and we'll see what we even have as an option. So. We could do the naval reform. We could do the economic reform. Oh, we have the reduction, that feels good. The religious reform or the worship. I think economic sounds like a splendid idea. So we lose stability, we lose some taxes, and we get a land reform event. And the penalty gets, first of all, reduced. Alright. The Spectre of Caesardo, the Doom of Empires. The Great Menace has reared its ugly head now in our nation. Land reform has always been a popular move among the poor, who stand directly to gain. It's less popular among the rich, however, which is why we need to be careful in our preparations. Starting reform would lead to drastic cuts in army spending, our legions would suffer, We know that. So, we can attempt to purchase land. We can seize it right away. And we are not far away from having all this loyalty back. That's a shame. We can get autonomy. Or we're not ready yet and can remove that. I think this light autonomy push is not too bad. It's 10% across the board. And it's pushing down anyway. Yeah, we get neglected army, which I can live with at the moment. As easy as that. Alright, now we just wait for this to finish. Then we have done this eastern side, and then we can focus fully on the Aztecs. These Itza separatists are coming about. Well, the good thing is the rebels should also be bad. Right? That's how it works. Okay, colonialism has spawned. Oh, not quite yet, but it will spawn. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. But, as I said, we have time. Frontier Preacher. A charismatic and orthodox preacher has recently made his way to near Sparta, from the frontier regions of Spartania, siding in the desire to spread the word of God to the local populace. The patriarch opposes this request, claiming the only traditionally trained priests can effectively preach in the capital. While there is some legitimacy to the patriarch's words, the frontiersman is charismatic and can just as easily turn the populace against us. What should we do, my liege? Frontier Preacher, which gives us missionary strength and tolerance. Or... I mean, to be honest... We don't even have a guy, so... Are you shit? Montezuma? Or Moctezuma? Do I kick you out? Yeah, 2-1-3 is not something that I want to sit on for too long. Alright, all of you are happy. I guess the seize land thingy is gonna be an easy way. Could you fucking stop? Like, seriously? Why do you just keep giving me shitty airs? Game. What the hell? Alright. I mean, this is just now a temporary modifier, and this is gonna flop away as well. It's not as crazy good as before, but it still does something. Let's kick up with the tech here. We're also nearly at the higher inflation again. Do I have like a timer for this this reform? Actually, Spartan dominance, recruited smugglers, lack of settlers, neglected army. Okay. Not sure. I mean, I thought there was a timer or something. Oh well. Whatever. You still take your time. Surrender will come eventually. We have learned that. And I guess we went from being big old war, fight, 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 to let's just relax. I think it was 3 years that we had to wait. I mean, at least that's what the thingy say. Oh, there it is. The redistributed territories are experiencing an agricultural boom, and more importantly, Neo-Sparta has had its homeless problem significantly reduced. It is now much more productive. We're now ready for another reform. Oh, this actually takes the next level. So we get free development, and we... Okay, lovely. That is good to know. This has pushed this by 1. Ah, I see. This goes all by itself. Fantastic. We need 2 stability for this one. I mean, positive, standard religion, religious unity. Can't do much about that. Let's take the next few steps. So this will push us all the way to the to reform the economy. And it takes like every step here. I see. This one we need gold. I hope that you guys actually... Okay, the gold is all over here. Good to know. Need to do that at some point, obviously. Let's continue with this stuff here. We constantly have better... Is this a better casus belli? Ideology superiority? Oh, yeah, minus 50% Greek expansion. That is better. What do you know? Okay, you guys are willing to peace out. Lovely. We have finished the east. Now we can focus elsewhere. Our income is not really better, but we do have manpower now. And I wonder if I should start the next war right away. While we wait. This of course is a lot of people, but they're not gonna do anything. We now have a better casus belli. Wartime. It is a superiority war, right? Yeah. So we do want to fight a little bit and not just siege. But for that we of course need to see you. That is very important. I mean, we're not gonna do a reform. But this can rise for a while, so I'm not too worried. We're gonna eat you on the side. Who are you and why are you standing here? Are you in another war? No. Are you in another war? No. Okay. Let's see if they're gonna do something silly. Nope, doesn't look like it. Well, let's quickly occupy Zapotec. They are like separate here, right? Yeah. So we're gonna eat them completely. If we can. But of course, as always, there's a fort here. I still think that we are completely out military. Our military is much stronger than theirs. Oh yeah. Don't you worry about that. Why did this siege? Hello? What's that bullshit? There's no fort here that protects you. I'm also gonna keep the army together because who knows what these guys are doing. Well, let's start to scroll these guys a little bit. Is it a pressing matter? This guy's 24 years old. Why do I get so much stuff like, oh, we need an heir, we need an heir. Okay, now you guys are getting beaten up, I see. I'll take that. So, military, not idea group. We're definitely gonna go for... I feel like we're doing a lot of conquest with these guys. I'm gonna go for administrative. You look like you're defending yourself somewhat decently. Okay, you have no troops. I lied. You're getting punched from every side. That's a little bit shit. Because I want this stuff. There we go. Let's quickly make sure that we occupy... Oh, this is unfortunate. Can we be faster than you? I don't think so. Oh no, you're just leaving. Fantastic. All my occupations. So. Age of Discovery is ending. Doesn't really matter. We're gonna take this. Sabotec. Oh, you've lost everything? Okay. We need to wait for you to then lose this as well. Okay, Sabotec is here. With people just conquered, it's now our duty to choose what to do with its populace. Sure. Let's do something more fitting to ancient Greek. We're gonna do lots of slaves if we have the option. Okay, you don't want that because you have your armies sitting around somewhere. And where are them? Where are they? There you are. Die. Okay. Now we see. There you are. Willing to do this. No one cares about your existence. Fantastic. I think this is gonna drop away. We can technically wait and see what happens, to be precise. But I think nothing special will happen, right? I could just take all of this. Yeah, that would make this piece. You know what? No need to bother myself with that. Next reform. Let's do the economic. Costs me a bunch of money and stuff like that, and corruption. Status of the ports. For much of our nation's existence, we have operated under a war economy. As a consequence, many of our ports have been closed to prevent smuggling to our enemies. Now that we have established ourselves in the region, the growing Poteka are pressuring the Leonidas II to lift some, if not all, of these restrictions. However, the Vasilias' advisors are divided on this matter, and while they agree that the measures are stifling our growth, many fear that his move would serve our enemies better than it serves us. A focus on reform would be bad for the army. It would be unwise to launch... this is gonna happen every time. So we get prosperity and spy detection reduction. Yeah. Whatever. Anyway, we're gonna end this episode here. So like always, like, subscribe, and I guess see you guys next episode. Bye!